that are just now tuning into our Facebook Live. We are watching live now in real time the procession for Corporal Ronil Singh following his funeral this morning. In the front of the procession, you'll see all of the other canine officers that came out to support Corporal Singh and his family in the Newman Police Department. Those are all in front. You can even see some of the canines sticking their heads out the window and barking. Absolutely amazing to see. Some more canines coming through. You can see the lights in the very back. They're all lined up, ready to go. They are escorting Corporal Singh's casket to his graveside service in Houston. Some more canine units coming through right now. You can hear some of their canines actually barking right now. You want to know what's going on? That row of canine officers, they're still making their way through right now. It's amazing to see. Most of them really do have their dogs with them. The canines that are here today will be a part of the graveside service in Houston. Making their way through right now. This is the procession for Corporal Ronil Singh. They are leaving Modesto and going to Corporal Singh's graveside service in Houston. Only a few minutes ago we saw Corporal Singh's flag-covered casket be escorted out of the church here into his hearse, and his hearse is what's leading the procession. And as the procession was beginning, we actually saw inside of the hearse, and we saw Corporal Singh's brother Reggie actually sitting up front in the front seat. He was taking photos of the motorcycles leading the way and just kind of taking it all in, and seeing everyone surrounding him and surrounding the streets, saluting the officers, taking every single moment in. Got South San Francisco leading the way here. Alright, so it looks like we've gotten our canine officers through now. We just saw South San Francisco make their way. And for those of you just now tuning into our Facebook Live, I am seeing some more viewers pop on to this live being shared on our ABC 10 Facebook page. You are tuning in right now to the procession happening right now as we speak in Modesto for Corporal Ronil Singh. Only a few minutes ago we saw his flag-covered casket be taken out of the church, escorted into his hearse, and his hearse is what is leading the way of this procession. As we mentioned, the procession is heading to Houston to his graveside memorial service, where Corporal Ronil Singh will be laid to rest. Also of note, I did get a look inside of the hearse at the front of this procession, and I noticed that Corporal Singh's brother Reggie, who you have heard from before, he did speak in last week's press conference with some pretty powerful sound. Reggie is actually sitting in the passenger seat of the hearse. I saw him in there just kind of taking some pictures and taking the moment all in before the procession started, so I know that was a pretty powerful moment for him to be a part of. Obviously a very somber day for his family. He was standing right outside of the hearse with the wife and the 5-month-old baby of Corporal Ronil Singh as the flag-covered casket was being loaded into the hearse, and that was absolutely heart-wrenching to see. I heard his 5-month-old baby sort of whimpering and crying in the cold because it's raining out here, and that was just tragic to listen to and tragic to see them have to go through this. So we're seeing some officers from the Stanislaus County Sheriff's Office making their way through. We're seeing the Stanislaus County Sheriff's Chaplain. In the front of the procession, right behind the hearse, which we already saw go by just a few minutes ago, we saw all of the canine officers that came out to support Corporal Singh. They got to help lead the way behind Corporal Singh because they will actually have a part in the graveside memorial service. All of the police canines will get to be a part of that in a special way. That's a completely different story that one of our other reporters, Daniela, is working on, and that's going to be a pretty powerful piece. So look out for Daniela's story tonight. I'm excited to see how the canines played a pretty important role in this memorial service. Okay, so now we have quite a few people tuning into our Facebook Live right now. Thank you guys for tuning in. You are watching our procession happening right now for Corporal Singh. It's already been going on for a few minutes now, and we're still seeing blocks worth of police officers lined up and ready to go. We're seeing quite a few guys from Modesto coming by, and Turlock. Everybody from Turlock coming through right now. Now, one of the other things that I mentioned in a previous Facebook Live is that we are seeing law enforcement agencies from across the country that are here to support Corporal Singh, the Newman Police Department, and Corporal Singh's family as they struggle through this somber, difficult time right now. We are seeing people from New York City, from Boston, from Canada, all over the state of California, Washington, all around. Everyone wanted to come out and be a part of this today. So we're seeing Folsom Police making their way through right now, a couple of unmarked cars, Beverly Hills Police. We're seeing several CHP, California Highway Patrol cars making their way through, and the City of Rockland Police making their way through right now. There are several closed roads right now around Modesto. So for a list of those and the map of those closures, head on over to our website at abc10.com. If you are in Modesto right now and you are trying to get somewhere, maybe take a look at that map before you leave your house if you're trying to leave right now, because you might run into a little bit of this traffic and a little bit of a few of the closed roads, because as you can imagine, we are seeing hundreds of police patrol cars here today making their way through. This might take a little while. So let's see, we're seeing more of the city of Modesto coming through. Modesto has had a huge showing here, as well as the Stanislaus County Sheriff's Department. The entire Newman Police Department was also here. We heard from the Newman Police Chief in the funeral earlier today, and it's hard to even look at him without tearing up. It's been a difficult time for him, and it's been a difficult time for his entire family at the Newman Police Department. As you can imagine, they only had a department of only 13 sworn officers, so for them, this is like losing their own family member. Keep in mind, you're seeing this huge, long line of officers. Every single one of them, before they got in their police patrol cars, they were all lined up on these sidewalks waiting for Corporal Singh's body to be escorted out in his flag-covered casket. They were all outside saluting him and standing at attention for that very powerful and very somber moment. And they were all out here waiting in the rain. I don't know if you guys can quite see it right now, but it is still raining. And everybody outside waited. In the rain. Let's see, somebody's asking me a few questions. Somebody's asking me what street we're on. We are right in front of the Cross Point Community Church. I believe we're on Virginia, but I could be wrong. That's just what the nearest street sign says. Alright, so we're seeing the City of Ceres Police Department making their way through. And now we're seeing a few more representatives from the Stanislaus County Sheriff's Office. As the flag-covered casket was being escorted out of the church, I did see the the sheriff from the Stanislaus County Sheriff's Office waiting in the front of the line, ready to salute fallen Corporal Ronil Singh. Standing nearby him, watching the casket go into the hearse, we saw Corporal Singh's wife holding their 5-month-old son, and we also saw Corporal Singh's brother. Just an absolutely powerful moment right now. City of Turlock making their way through, and Escalon is making their way through. Alright, so we're seeing the City of Turlock here, and a couple of more unmarked vehicles. So I know we have quite a few viewers right now, but that looks like this is actually the end of our procession right now. That procession is going to continue through town as they make their way through the graveside service. So if you can tell, it's still raining on us. That's why I'm in my hood here. I'm going to hop back in our vehicle and continue putting together our story together for tonight on ABC 10. I'm working on a full recap of what we heard inside of that of the funeral for Corporal Ronil Singh, and some of the highlights that I'd like to share with you today. One of our other reporters, Daniela, is going to be working on a story at the graveside memorial service. She is specifically working on the canines that are here today too, to honor the life of Corporal Ronil Singh. So we're going to hop off of this Facebook Live. I hope you will tune in to our stories tonight and our full coverage of this very somber day in Stanislaus County. Thank you for following along with our coverage and for following along with this day. So for now, reporting live in Stanislaus County, Lena Howland, ABC 10 News.